What is going on, everybody? I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe out there, staying clean and healthy. This is Apocaflix Now, our hangout show where we talk about movies and anything else going on, anything that we want to talk about. And it is just a two-man show today. And no, our other members are not sick. They just they have other things going on. So it is just going to be Brian and I today. And by the way, I am your host, Jacob Bartley, and I am joined by Mr. Brian Avolicino today. What is up, Brian?
Surviving, man. Surviving.
Definitely. It's a crazy world, but no matter what, we still want to talk about movies, so we are still here to do Apocaflix Now and all of our other videos and everything going on. But we do have a special guest via phone because our first topic today is you haven't seen what? And that is Jake Berlin is here. We have Jake via telephone. What is up, Jake?
What is going on, guys? Hopefully the sound's working okay, and hopefully the wind's not knocking down too much. I'm out here on the baseball field waiting for my game to start, and it is blowing, man. It is going crazy right now.
The wind is going crazy. The fact that it's allergy season and the wind is going crazy doesn't help with everything else going on. It definitely does not. But because you couldn't be here, you have a little bit of time here to talk MatchPoint with us. That is the movie that you were challenged to watch. It was my choice, so I was excited to talk about it. And if you don't know how this works, every week one of us gets challenged to watch a movie. They pick a movie out of a bowl picked by the other four members, and then they watch it and pick the next person to be challenged, and we do it again. So Jake was challenged to the movie MatchPoint. And so take it away, Jake. What are your thoughts on MatchPoint?
Yeah, so, I knew of MatchPoint. I knew, who it starred, and we talked about this on last week's episode. As soon as I was challenged to it, and it was Jacob's choice movie that he picked, I knew it was, Scarlett Johansson, and you have, all these actors and actresses that pop up nowadays who weren't as popular then, who are a little more popular now. And I knew that was a Woody Allen film, too. And so I knew kind of what to expect to go in. But I'll say this, man, and I'm not going to spoil anything because Brian hasn't seen it, or maybe any of the viewers. That ending is wild.
Isn't it?
I'll say this. I don't know how I feel about the ending still. I really don't. And it may have ruined my experience with the movie. I will also say that.
I completely understand that. It's a movie that it's an ending that makes you angry.
I don't even know, maybe I really am still pondering the idea of this ending. And quite honestly, I was completely digging the movie up until that point. I really was. Scarlett Johansson is so different in this movie from what we know these days.
Yes.
But I still love her.
Yeah.
I still love her in this role and how she is. She's so young and innocent, and she still has that raspy voice that's so hot, but she's just so different as an actress then.
Yeah.
And then you have Brian Cox in there as the father-in-law. Not in there a whole lot, but he's in there. And I'm forgetting the main leads. I think it's Jonathan Rhys Meyers or something like that. I like him a lot. I think that he's incredibly underused in a lot of movies. Last time I saw him in an actual film was in the Mission Impossible series. Mission Impossible 3, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
Oh my God, that's right. He was in that. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, so I thought he was good in the role. I thought, it fit very well. I love the English setting. It's in England. It totally makes sense. And you guys were right. Tennis is nothing to do with this movie.
Basically, no.
It's in the first 20 minutes, and then all you see is a tennis bag throughout the rest of the movie. That's all it's about.
Exactly.
So it's a love story. It's a complicated relationship story. If I went into this movie not knowing that Woody Allen directed it, I would have known Woody Allen directed it for two reasons. One, his use of music.
Yes.
He uses music in a particular way and certain genres of music that only fit a Woody Allen film. Two, he is one of the only people that can successfully capture zoom-in shots that go right up actors' noses. He zooms into people's faces so much.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a Woody Allen film.
It's almost like Tarantino with feet.
Yes, exactly. So,
he literally goes up their noses?
Kind of.
No, but I'm saying he gets really close in these intimate conversations and when someone's talking, the camera just continues to zoom the entire time instead of sitting on them. And so you know that it's a Woody Allen film because of that reason. And so, look, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I'm bummed that I didn't see it back then, but I'm bummed that I saw it at the age I am now. I thought it worked out a little bit better. But yeah, like I said, that ending, I don't know if it angers me yet, but I will say that to this point, it may have dampened my likeness for the film.
It's that changing of an ending?
For me, it is. Because I don't want to ruin anything, but it felt out of character. That's all I'll say.
For the main character?
Yes.
So, but you understand why he does what he does, though, right?
Yes, but it felt out of character.
Yeah, I agree. I think he goes a little far, and it's a weird ending because the big thing happens and the movie keeps going.
Yes,
so
yes, it's not really the ending, but it is the ending.
Yeah, so it's very weird, but I'm glad because I kind of agree with you. I do think the movie's very enjoyable all the way through. Like, it's entertaining all the way through, and then the ending's it just shocks you, and you don't know how you feel.
Exactly. It comes, pun intended. It's out of left field.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so funny. So now, would someone like me be as distraught as you?
It is a slow movie. It's a slow movie, and the ending, I think, for anybody would be a little out of place because it's not something that's teased or foreshadowed at any point in the film. And so, but again, from what I understand, and I haven't seen a lot of them, but that's kind of classic Woody Allen.
Interesting.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you've finally seen it, and it's a movie that I watched a lot when I was in high school, and I fell in love with Scarlett through it, so I always like it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I said it loud in last week's show. Anything Scarlett's in, I'm pretty much, just instantly hooked on. But she was way better than I was expecting her to be because she's such a different actress than she is now. Yes, yeah. And, and she kind of grew into how good she is now, but she was really good in this role, and she was very young, and so I definitely give her credit for how she portrayed that character. I think her name was Nola. Yes. Which is a very, very fitting name for her, so...
Interesting.
Yeah, well, yep, you finally watched MatchPoint, so we'll have to talk about it more in person in spoilers. I'm curious to pick your brain a little bit about it, to be honest. Awesome. Well, if you know how this show works, the next challenged person gets to choose a movie, and we have chosen the movies. Keith, Gio, myself, and Jake have each chosen a movie, and Brian is going to get a movie by luck of the draw. So we have the choices.
So we forgot the bowl, but we did do that. Spread them out, and I'll tell you which one I'm going to pick.
Okay, perfect. Sweet. All right,
you don't have to be out of the shot.
No, I want you to open.
Oh, me? Okay. Are you okay? Do you want to know, Jake, or do you want to?
Yeah, before I go, I want to hear what you think.
Yeah.
Right. I am the one who challenged.
Yes, Jake is the one that challenged me, and there is one that is calling my name, but my instinct is going to the crap. No, I have to go with the one that my gut's telling me to go with. It is. I knew this was going to come at some point. Braveheart.
Yes, that's mine.
Yeah, wow. Awesome. Well, there we go.
Oh my! Isn't that a long movie?
Yeah, it's super long.
It's so long.
Yeah.
Something kept. I'm not gonna look at the other ones. I want to so bad because there was one other one that was calling my name.
Brian,
here, take this away from me because otherwise I'm gonna look.
I'm definitely gonna rewatch it because I haven't seen it in years. I'm 100% gonna rewatch it, and because there's actually a not sequel coming out this year about Robert the Bruce.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well, there you go. I have been challenged to watch Braveheart by Jake Berlin. Thank you for calling in, sir.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Glad this worked out. Hopefully the sound sounds okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. Hopefully. Good luck in your game.
Take care, man.
All right. Have a good rest of the show, boys.
All right. Bye.
All right. Sorry for that odd intro that we're having to this show. We had to do that at the beginning of the show because Jake is pressed for time, and we had to get that in. And also, you might have seen me writing the names for Brian's choice. But hey, we got it done.
We forgot the bowl.
We got Jake's MatchPoint review, and we got Brian's next challenge, Braveheart. So start thinking about who you want to challenge next. Obviously, it can't be Jake, but the show's a little bit different now because you don't get to choose the movie directly. You have a 25% chance of them getting the movie. Okay, so before we move on to our next segment here, I want to tell you guys about our merchandise. You can go right now to tpublic.com and get Apocaflix shirts. I'm wearing one right now. Can they see it?
Yes, absolutely.
The Fandalorian Club, our Star Wars review show. This might be my favorite shirt.
Slightly to that way so they can see who it is.
Woo! Oh, yeah. It has Ahsoka in there. This might be my favorite shirt based on comfort and the design. The shirts are actually great quality. They really are. Go check them out. We got a ton on there. We have Apocaflix t-shirts. We have some other t-shirts as well with our associate channels. So definitely go check out those there.
Plug yours.
Yeah, well, we have for the Bartley and Barnes, we have the Bartley and Barnes shirts on there. We have Off the Grid shirts there for my Power Rangers podcast that I do. We also have a Certain Point of View shirts, Brian and Jake's a Schmodown review show. So go ahead and check those out.
We even got some fun ones too.
Oh, we have ones based on some inside jokes on the show.
Did you see Jake's new one?
Yes, we have. Well, on our very first episode of Apocaflix, Brian and I together coined the term disturbing in a good way. We watched the video, and when we were reviewing Joker, so that shirt's up there. Recently, you might have seen that I said something about Obi-Wan smashing something, so we made a shirt based on that. So go check that out. I'm sure you'll love some of the t-shirts. And please, you can go to tpublic.com/user/Apocaflix-movies and get them there. And yeah,
search Apocaflix.
Yeah, that's probably easier. Yeah. Take a picture of you wearing it. Tweet at us. Tweet pictures of the merchandise. We would really appreciate it. All right, so moving on to Now Watching, where we talk about recent stuff that we've been watching, mainly new releases. I'm not sure if you have anything recent that you watched.
I'm trying to think. Not recent. Where's my phone?
I watched two relatively new releases, not brand new, not from this past weekend, but I watched The Way Back, the Ben Affleck movie.
Okay.
And I watched The Invisible Man.
You finally watched? Yep. Thank you,
so,
God.
I'm going to give my thoughts on The Way Back really quick.
I did watch three things I forgot about.
New releases?
No, not new releases, but two movies from... Actually, they were all from last year, so...
Okay,
yeah.
we'll go to those after I talk about these movies real quick. So, I watched The Way Back. The Way Back is a really good movie.
Is it?
It's really good. It's not for everyone. It's definitely more of a Redbox and chill type movie. It may be not worth the $15 to go out, but if you enjoy good cinema, I'm just saying for a movie ticket, if you enjoy good cinema, it's definitely worth seeing. I mean, who knows? People are still going to the movie theaters right now, but just saying, I really enjoy this movie. I love Ben Affleck as an actor. I do think he's underrated as an actor because he gets praised for his directing and writing, but he's underrated as an actor. This movie's close to home for him. He has struggled with alcoholism and going to rehab and all this kind of stuff. So the character is struggling with those same things. The movie is it's not a movie. The basketball part of it is not the main part of the movie. It's a big part, but it's not the plot. This is not Coach Carter.
Yeah.
This is a man struggling with alcoholism, and it's very devastating to watch. And not to say the movie is, they're doing that on purpose. They want you to feel for this guy. And at first you're like, this guy's terrible, but then you understand why he's going through what he's going through, and you're like, oh my goodness, I feel bad for thinking that he's terrible.
Yeah.
But then the movie doesn't end with a happy ending. It's very unpredictable with the way it wraps up. I was pretty surprised that they didn't do the cliche, he recovers and he goes on and wins the national championship with the thing. It was way different. But within that, there's a very inspiring moment at the end of the resolution of the movie. And it almost got me teary-eyed a little bit. And I tweeted this out. I said, this movie, through the Ben Affleck character, it shows you that broken people can still do good in this world and inspire others to do positive things.
Awesome.
And it really does do that.
It's quite the pitch.
No, it does. And I was very impressed. And then I watched Invisible Man.
Yes.
Invisible Man, a movie that I wanted to see right when it came out, but I I was super busy. I have all the time now. Now I can go to the movies. Which who knows if
probably not open.
who knows if I should be going to the movies, but I'll just be careful and not order any food or anything like that. But I finally went and saw Invisible Man. I was said, screw it, I'm going to go watch it. This is the best movie of 2020 so far. Hands down. It is the best. And every movie that I've seen this year, I've liked. I like The Gentleman. This is the best start to a movie year ever for me.
Yeah.
There has been bad movies. All right, there's been movies that have been considered bad, but I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah.
But I saw The Gentleman, Harley Quinn. What were some of the other ones that came out?
Bad Boys.
I haven't seen that yet, but
one.
there was a couple other ones.
I'm not sure because my 3 are the ones you.
I've seen 5 releases this year, and all 5 of them are good to great.
Awesome.
And The Invisible Man is the best one.
It's so
and
good.
It's has the lowest budget of all of them too. I will just say the way they use the way that he is invisible is
perfect,
genius.
Right?
It's absolutely freaking genius. They took it and brought it into modern day in a perfect way. It is a socially relevant film for right now with everything going on regarding the Me Too movement and how women are treated by men and things like that. So it is very a relatable movie for a lot of people. Very shocking movie. There's a moment in the movie, and I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. You must. It's the one big thing that happens. It's in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Jake and I lost our mind.
I lost my mind. I could not believe it. Because I was loving this movie up before that.
Yeah.
When that happened, I was in shock. I could not. I had adrenaline for the whole rest of the movie after that moment.
I got chills right now thinking about it because I was like,
it is. See, this is what I love about when filmmakers do unpredictable, unexpected, risky things, because even in horror movies, they're afraid to do those things. There's the cliche outcomes of films. Certain characters are untouchable in horror films, and they just blew all that out of the water. And I was, dude,
so good.
One of the most shocked moments in any movie I've ever seen.
Right?
And I was like, oh my goodness.
It's insane.
And the ending is incredible. The ending is absolutely incredible. If you've seen the movie, you can probably pick up what I'm saying and understand. I don't want to go into spoilers for people who haven't seen it. It's a movie where you don't want to spoil it for people.
No.
Yeah,
no.
So I love it. I can't wait to talk about it more with some of the other guys on the YouTube channel.
Did you get scared off that first jump scare? The very first one.
Is it the
where
one?
She's creeping around.
Is it the
very beginning of the movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
a little bit, yeah. There was a couple, yeah. But yes, I absolutely love this movie. It is the best movie of the year.
So good.
Hands down. It really is.
Elizabeth Moss is amazing.
She's amazing. I'm really starting to like her. I never watched Handmaid's Tale, but she was amazing in Us.
Yeah.
She was
very good.
Incredible in Us.
Yep.
And very different role for her. Mm-hmm. She never played
her two scary-ish movies.
And then I started watching Mad Men. Oh. And she's a main character in Mad Men. She's so good on Mad Men. And then she did Handmaid's Tale, which kind of just blew to superstardom from that. And now this movie, she is just awesome. So she's killing it. So good. I'm so happy I watched Invisible Man.
I'm so glad. And for me, you should go see that in theaters. It's so much better. It's
absolutely.
It's going to be good either way, but it's going to be better in theaters.
I can't tell you how much I love that movie.
Yeah,
it's so good. So what did you watch recently, real quick?
So the 3 movies that I watched recently, I finally got to watch Dr. Sleep. So I
haven't seen it yet.
You haven't?
No.
I could have sworn you.
No, I haven't. How was it?
It was good.
Yeah,
it was good, dude. Ewan McGregor.
I love Ewan McGregor.
You're gonna love him even more.
Really?
Oh my god, he's so good. I watched Good Boys finally.
Oh, what'd you think?
Cracked up.
Did you like it?
Yes.
Oh, I loved it. So I think maybe Keith and Gio don't like it. I'm not sure, but Jake enjoys it. I love it.
Yeah, I know Jake loved it. Yeah, because
I thought it was hilarious,
usually
dude.
If I don't see a funny movie like that with people, it's not as funny to me anymore because half the fun is
laughing with other people. Yeah.
I laughed regardless of this, and I was just this. Those kids are so perfect. They're so good.
Oh,
they're so
hilarious.
good.
I love Jacob Tremblay.
Oh yeah, they're so good. And then I watched such a letdown. You probably haven't even heard of it. It didn't get a wide release. Was A Million Little Pieces.
No, I never watched.
I've
heard of it. I never watched it though.
So it was the movie version of the book that is my favorite book of all time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I read it very young, and I want to say my senior year of high school, just for fun.
Okay.
And Aaron Taylor Johnson and his wife did it. She directed it.
His real life wife? Oh, wow.
And it was just so disappointing. It was so disappointing. Like, it tried to be good, but I don't know if...
Is it like a psychological thriller?
No, it's supposed to be about... The book is about... well, here's the thing. He made it as a memoir, but got caught that it wasn't... He fabricated things in the story.
Okay.
And a big old controversy
Oh my
came
goodness.
from
His
it.
wife is 53 years old.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Long story short, I don't know. I just don't. For the longest time since I've read this, I wanted to see it in a movie. After watching it, now I'm just like, I don't know if it could have been made into a movie. It might just
Interesting.
It might just have been a book.
That happens, yeah.
A bummer, but now I've got, unfortunately, 4 weeks off, so I'm going to be binging any movie that I have wanted to see.
Well, I have 1 day off a week going forward, and that might not stop at that. So
I still need to see Onward. I still need to see a bunch of things. So
yeah, I want to go see
Star
Onward.
Wars is about to come back out.
Let's go watch Onward, man.
Fine with me.
We just don't touch anything, you know.
That's
Just
fine.
be
We'll
safe.
float
And
over the seats.
before we move on to our unfortunate main topic of the week, I just want to tell you guys about our other shows on our channel, our other podcast channels. Or actually our audio podcast, excuse me, at Apocaflix Movies on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can find us on there. All of our big shows are included, including Apocaflix Now, the Padawan Podcast, Casting Table, Nerd Nation, and our Star Wars review show, The Fandalorian Club, where we talk about the current Clone Wars, and we're always going to be reviewing Star Wars television on that show. That's what this shirt is from.
And that's what we're doing after this.
Yes, so go check out our audio podcast forms, and please subscribe whatever platform you use. Subscribe, comment, rate us. We would really appreciate it. That helps us get noticed and helps get the word out about Apocaflix. So we would
If
really
you're listening right now, comment.
appreciate that. Awesome. So our main topic of the week is COVID-19, and it's not just because it's a worldwide catastrophe going on right now. It's because it's affecting our movie world. And this is a movie show.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about it. And the main effect for us in our normal lives is going to the movie theaters in general, but also major releases being canceled. So as of right now, we have A Quiet Place 2, Fast 9, Lovebirds, Peter Rabbit 2, Mulan, New Mutants, Antlers, and more, all pushed back to undisclosed dates, except Fast 9 what's it called? The No Time to Die was pushed back to November. Yeah. We talked about that last week, but also
Fast 9
is pushed back to April of 2021, over a year away. These movies are already done and ready to come out. They're completely finished.
Something tells me they're going to go back into Fast 9. And
probably. Well, something. The thing is, change it?
Yeah.
Probably. But also, I don't know what's going to happen. This is crazy, man. And it's not just movies, right? All late shows are canceled for the time being. The NBA and NHL, Major League Soccer, MLB, NCAA basketball, March Madness, Disneyland's closed, film festivals, everything. Brian is a teacher. Sorry if you don't mind me sharing that, but his school shut down until April. I work for an educational company. Our whole entire business is basically going to be not operating fully for at least for a month. Luckily, I'm still going to have work to do there. Hours are being reduced. I mean, you're
I'm
not working
teaching
at
from
all.
home, basically.
Brian gets to chill on the couch and watch movies.
No.
Just kidding.
Yes.
We'll have to hang out and watch some movies since
I'm
we'll
gonna
have
read
some free
comics.
time.
That's what I'm gonna be doing.
But it's, as you can see, it's affecting the world
Yeah.
pretty crazily. And I personally I want everybody to just not freak out and just
We need to stay calm.
look. Everyone should be taking precaution and doing what they need to do, whatever's best for their lives. But don't turn this into where we're rioting in the streets.
Yeah.
Just please don't do that. But Brian, how do you feel about these movies being postponed, man?
Dude, it's freaking killer. There's certain things that get me through like the week, and knowing that a good movie is coming out is like, for me, one of the best feelings. Like something I cannot wait. I can't wait to go see this movie.
I couldn't. Well, Mulan, and then.
Well, we were so close to A Quiet Place.
I know.
It was next week. Or was it next week or this week?
It was close.
One of these days. I think it was next week. And then it's a no-go. And and then Mulan. And then it just spiraled. Well, to be honest, to be fair, No Time to Die kicked it off, so I can't say A Quiet Place did.
Well, though A Quiet Place and Mulan were coming out before No Time to Die.
Yeah, they were coming out
but
before.
Then No Time to Die was the first one to
the
push.
first to
Yeah.
nix it. It's just the thing that scares me is the future of movies, as far as when are we gonna get to see them? Like my thought process is, if they push Black Widow, then that's gonna push back Eternals. Then the other stuff's gonna get pushed back, and it's just we're gonna be waiting so much longer. And I don't want that. I get it. I understand it. I'm not saying it obviously, it's for the greater good. But for my own selfish excitement of movie nerdism, it sucks. It really sucks that these movies are gonna get pushed back. And I mean, you can't do anything about it, but it's just a bummer, because there were movies that top 10 of the year coming really soon.
Well, No Time to Die was our overall second most anticipated movie of the year. It was my personal overall second most anticipated movie of the year after Tenet.
Yeah.
So I just can't believe this. And I was so looking forward to Mulan. And the thing is, there's more important things in the world than movies, obviously. But we're here to talk about movies right now.
Yeah.
And that's what this channel is all about. So we got to talk about this. And I can't believe it, to be honest. It totally makes sense, right? From multiple aspects, like the school or I have schools on my mind because we both work for schools, but the theaters have to stay limited to how many people are there. A lot of the movie theaters are cutting back to 50% capacity for each theater, or under 250 attending either way, whatever's larger or whatever. So they're doing that, and then these studios need to protect themselves and push them back so they don't lose out financially, because no matter what, they're not going to get as many butts in the seats as they would have if there was nothing going on. No, COVID-19 going on. So it's just unfortunate all around. And for us, when I saw the No Time to Die thing, I was thinking, oh my goodness, they're all gonna be pushed back, and it does. And before this all started happening, I couldn't believe that those movies were coming out so soon.
Yeah.
Because normally the big ones come out in the summer or later on in the year, and No Time to Die was coming out in in early April. So I really couldn't believe it, but I'm just really shocked, to be honest.
Yeah, and I feel bad for New Mutants. That movie.
Oh my goodness.
That movie just is like,
it had enough problems on its own.
It's cursed. It's like it cannot see the light of day, and people have been saying, like, you know what, screw it, start putting some of these movies on streaming.
Not the same.
I want it so bad.
They might do that,
They might. I mean, there are certain movies that, maybe if we get to a point, okay, like New Mutants, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to enjoy A Quiet Place as much if I'm not sitting in a theater where everyone's dead quiet. I mean, I'm going to have stuff going around in my house. So there's certain things like that. Same with if I watch Black Widow. Obviously, I'm not going to want to watch Black Widow at home for the first time. But
if that happens, we're getting together and we're gonna have to get together and hold it at one person's house and have a show viewing.
It's just,
and they're gonna. It's not gonna. The pricing would have to be. I don't know what the pricing would have to be.
They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it because
there's no way to do it.
Reason.
Yeah.
They just lost 4 tickets for 1.
Mm-hmm.
If we all bought it for $15, they just lost. My math.
I imagine they would charge like 20 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I don't know. I don't know how that works, but it's just a bummer. It sucks. It really sucks, but you can't do anything about it but move on.
It's crazy how theatrical releases are so harmed by this, but streaming, let's say, I know they delayed Falcon and Winter Soldier production.
Yeah.
Is it because of this?
So
because they're working on it, right?
I don't know if I'm assuming they've delayed it now, but it wasn't that they delayed. They stopped filming in.
So I was gonna say, okay,
They were gonna do it in Atlanta, and then it just became.
So let's say there was a series that was completely wrapped shooting already, and it was coming out on March 27th. It would not be affected at all. If anything, it'll help because more people are staying home.
Look at Mandalorian, or not Mandalorian. Clone Wars, we're still going to be getting Clone Wars for the next couple of weeks.
It would never be affected by this because, and the thing that sucks about this for me is because as a society, we're already stuck in our homes all the time. We're already an antisocial society.
At this point.
This is just making it 100 times worse.
Yeah, but you understand it.
But absolutely, yeah, because we have to stop spreading it so it stops doing its damage. But it's crazy. The unfortunate thing is, even after this is done, it's going to change everyone how they are, and we're going to be more of an antisocial culture because of it. But I'm okay with being safe,
Yeah, of course. Safe is the best way, but, it sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Alrighty, before we head to the movie news rundown, I want to tell you guys about our other shows. You heard me mention them a little bit during the audio podcast portion, but please go check out the Padawan podcast where we talk about Star Wars theories, things going on in the world of Star Wars. Check out Nerd Nation where we talk about comic book and superhero topics, and that is the host right there of Nerd Nation. Brian, where's your Nerd Nation TV shirt? Come on, get on that. Go to tpublic.com and search Apocaflix and buy your Nerd Nation shirt.
Sooner than you think.
That was another plug right there. Check out the casting table where we choose a character and cast them with the actors that we want to cast them in. And don't forget that Padawan and Nerd Nation are weekly, while the casting table is bi-weekly. And the Mandalorian Club airs based on when Star Wars shows are coming out.
Yeah, so we've still got...
whenever there's a new episode.
8 episodes. No.
Yeah.
8 episodes left. So 8
and
more
it's
weeks.
more of a seasonal show that we do here because it's all based on whether Star Wars stuff is coming out.
Much,
so,
yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to the movie news rundown. I usually have Jake run it by, so I'll go ahead and read it off. So we have a new and final Black Widow trailer released. I don't even know if that movie's going to stick its release date.
I read 49 days as of today.
Oh, they might wait. They might just wait. They might wait and see whether to push it or not. Unfortunately, the legendary actor Max von Sydow passes away at age 90. The new trailer for Disney's Jungle Cruise is up as well, and Sony is moving forward with a Spider-Man spinoff from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 writer Robert Orci. So, Brian, which of these catches your attention?
Well, I haven't watched either of the trailers because I'm still waiting to do a trailer reaction. Hello. Well, I don't want to watch the Black Widow one because I don't like to watch the last trailer. Jungle Cruise, I will watch that one. But I've heard good things so far. Obviously, the passing of Max is a bummer.
Yeah.
It sucks because I was just starting to be more relevant of him because of Game of Thrones, because of Star
The Force
Wars.
Awakens, yeah. Lor San Tekka is his character, yeah.
So, obviously that's horrible. He's been around for a long time, obviously more than just those 2 movies.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And then our last one was what? Spider-Man going forward?
Yeah, there's no real information on it. They're just working on a Spider-Man spinoff.
Yeah. we've heard
without knowing the character or anything.
Yeah,
It's hard
Sony's
to tell.
Said they're going to spin off every single freaking character.
Well, the thing is, they were going to do Black Cat and
Black Cat and Silver Sable.
yeah, Black and Silver, which was a terrible title, to
Might
be
have been
honest.
Silver or Black, actually.
Yeah, that sounds like a Raider documentary, which
It totally
no, thank you.
But but I mean, when Sony's like, we're gonna make this movie, I'm like, okay, we know you're gonna literally milk every single.
Well, all
Spider-Man
right. So
character.
I love all the Spider-Man movies that they've been making recently, including Venom and Into the Spider-Verse. But it's almost with their announcements, it's like DC was a while ago. It's like they keep announcing characters and movies, but like, yeah, sure, we'll see it when we see it.
Exactly how I feel. Sony and DC do this thing where this is in development, this character's in development. I'm like, okay, that doesn't mean anything. Like, that could be you guys just sitting down at a table
until they start shooting.
Yeah,
I don't expect it until they start shooting.
Yeah, in order for me to really care, it's announce that it's gonna start filming or announce someone's playing it. Then I don't. Other than that, I'm not. With DC and Sony, I kind of don't care. When I'm hearing it.
I do want to see the movies though. Like, I want to see Morbius. I want to see the movies once that we know they're coming.
Exactly.
But until then, I'm not believing anything unless it's MCU, because I don't even trust Star Wars anymore with their announcements.
No.
Honestly, MCU's the only solid one where like they announce it, it's more than likely, it's like 95% solid it's coming.
Yeah. If I hear the words in development, I tend to kind of look away. No,
so you can't
even if it's Marvel, because you can't. In development, to me, does not mean anything. That means, to me, that people are looking at making this and seeing if this can be someone that they can go forward with. That's it. Or a character that they can go forward with. If I hear in production, that's different. Because, to me, that is they have the ball starting to roll.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that was my topic.
Yeah.
So.
Obviously, rest in peace to Max von Sydow. I don't know what happened.
He was up there in age.
Yeah, he's 90. Long career. The thing is, I didn't watch him in a lot of stuff. I'm known from Game of Thrones and from The Force Awakens, to be honest. And we all make a big deal about every character in Star Wars. So when that came out, who's Lor San Tekka? Who's Lor San Tekka? And he's great in the opening of Force Awakens.
I love his voice.
The opening of Force Awakens is so good.
It is.
That scene where Kylo comes down the ship and the dialogue between them.
The Force Order troopers and
yes, that whole sequence is amazing.
Yep.
And it's I love the dialogue between him and Kylo. He what does he say? He says, "You're nothing like your family."
What does he say to Kylo? He goes, "You can't deny who."
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. Who's your family? You can't deny who you are.
Yeah. And it's funny because he's saying Max von Sydow is referring to Leia and Luke, but he says, "You're right," and then he cuts him in half, or he slices him. But Kylo's like, he's like Vader, more like Vader. So I always love that. And if you look at the angle, he seriously slices him like diagonally like this. They don't show it, but that's brutal.
He slashed him.
That's brutal. So
and his character is showing up
in the comics.
In the comics,
he's in the Poe run a little bit.
I haven't read the Poe run, but he was in the Star Wars,
and he was around with Luke. He was with Luke at some time.
Yeah, so
probably at his Jedi Academy.
Yeah, so his character is.
Well, if they ever do Luke's Jedi Academy, whatever, whether it's 30 years from now, whatever, the Lor San Tekka character will probably pop up again.
Are you talking about the one that burnt down that Jedi Academy?
Yeah, if they do anything,
it's in Kylo Ren right now.
If they do, well, that's awesome. Is Lor San Tekka in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think it just ended, but it followed 3 of his.
I gotta check that out. I have not read it yet, but yes, I did watch the trailers. I watched the Jungle Cruise trailer, best trailer yet.
Really?
Yes, best trailer yet. I'm excited. I was excited about this because the leads. Love Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Love Emily Blunt. So I was gonna watch this.
She's not Emily Blunt.
I didn't say Emily Blunt.
You definitely did.
It was a mistake then.
Then you carried the T.
Emily Blunt. Okay. Yeah, I did carry the T. Look, I have my Invisalign in right now, okay? That's why. But I love that trailer. It was awesome. I didn't like any of the trailers before this. And this trailer feels like Pirates of the Caribbean in a good way.
Okay.
In a good way.
The
It feels like the first Pirates.
That's the one thing I keep hearing people say is that this is Disney's new Pirates.
And I haven't heard anyone say that. I just felt it from the trailer.
Well, hopefully, if it is, they know to stop it after a certain point and not go to Pirates of the Caribbean.
And I'm hoping this movie has all the recipes to be a success. 2 great leads, the action, the comedy, the adventure. So it looks very entertaining. Hopefully they can do it again with making a movie out of a ride.
Which, if people like it, if you were to ask me what ride at Disneyland is most likely to get a new movie adaptation, Jungle Cruise probably would have been my last choice.
Yeah, it's not a very I don't hear people talk about it a lot.
Not at all. It's like it's not even the ride that people are like, oh, let's go on Jungle Cruise. No, but I bet you $10 that after this movie comes out, the
movie will make the ride more popular, and they'll update the ride too
I'm
to
sure
feature stuff from the movie.
Will be in it.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see.
Who knows? I still have to watch it.
And Brian, you're crazy for not watching this Black Widow trailer because it's awesome.
I want to, but
I know why you're not watching it, and I gotta call you out because you're the host of a comic book movie show, and you're not watching.
Did you watch our Austin?
Yeah, I did, and you're not watch. You have to watch the trailers if you're gonna do a podcast about it.
Let me say this: that movie gets pushed back, I will 100% be.
Of course, but. This trailer's awesome, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but you've seen the images of Taskmaster. Taskmaster looks incredible. I could, like you said on Nerd Nation, I could give 2 craps about him in the movies before this. Now he looks awesome in this. And I love that because that's what Taskmaster does. He mimics people's fighting styles, but he's mimicking their weapons and the way they fight. So cool. Florence, okay, I watched Fighting With My Family. I should have talked about that at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
Fighting With My Family.
That was a great movie.
Great movie. Florence Pugh is amazing overall. I've seen her in Midsommar and this. Have you seen her? What else? She's in Little Women, but I haven't seen that yet.
It's out on digital. I'm going to be watching that.
We got to watch that. Yeah. I'll pay $20 to watch it. But she is on her way. Oscar nominated. No, the thing is, all right, superstar is a strong word, right? There's not a lot of superstars. Yes, she's a rising star. I was going to say she's on her way to becoming a superstar. Yeah. There's not many superstars. There's The Rock, Scarlett Johansson is a superstar. Leonardo DiCaprio is a superstar. Superstar is somebody you say to anybody in the world, they know their name. They know their name. Yeah. You walk up to some random person, do you know who Florence Pugh is? No. That's why I say she's on her way to become a superstar.
Not yet.
Appearing in every movie, not every movie, but every movie she appears in, she's killing it. And she was Oscar nominated this year. And she's going to be amazing in Black Widow. And I do think her character will survive and continue into the MCU. Because I love the Black Widow character. I love Scarlett Johansson, obviously. But after this movie, unless they do 3 more movies set in the time frame before Infinity War, after this movie, unless they do more movies before she dies, the Black Widow character is not appearing in the regular timeline in the MCU again. So you could have this Florence Pugh character come in and replace her, not replace her, but be that non-superpowered female character on the team. So this trailer looks awesome.
Yeah, Victor said he put Fast and Furious, Black Widow canceled. He's upset. Black Widow, we don't know yet. We don't know. Hopefully,
unless there's some news we don't know about, but I hope not.
Fast and the Furious, yeah, that's a rough one because that's a year. That's not like a pushback. That's a full-on year. So yes, Victor, that does stinks. It stinks a lot. But yeah, fingers crossed. Black Widow.
So there's no news about Black Widow being canceled.
Yeah. So
the thing is, if anything, people are gonna run out and see a Marvel movie. Maybe.
Can you imagine how much money that would make if it's like movies aren't being made and that's like one of the first ones back?
Yeah.
When it's like,
If
all right,
everything
you're good.
calms down by then and people are like just hungry to go out to the movie theaters again, that would be awesome. I honestly, I was always down for a Black Widow movie. I never thought I would be this excited for it, to be honest. I'm so excited for
It's
it.
funny because I was like meh with it until I saw this Taskmaster stuff. No, I shouldn't say meh. I wasn't as excited as the last.
There's some
couple of
other
ones.
cool stuff in this trailer, man, that I don't want to ruin for you.
I know
Who they're fighting in the trailer, other than Taskmaster, is so awesome. Just the way what the story is, awesome.
I'm gonna cave.
And Gio,
I know I'm gonna.
you're
cave.
crazy. You're always looking for ways to find a negative with Marvel, saying they gave away the whole movie in this trailer. No, they did not. Relax with that. Yes, I do watch Her Nation, and I'm going to call you guys out on your crap.
Don't call me out. I didn't say anything bad.
I'm calling you out on watch the trailers for the podcast that you do.
I'll probably end up caving. I know.
No, just playing. All right, so do we have any comments or no?
Let me look.
Well, you just read one. Thank you for that comment, by the way.
Yes, thanks, Victor.
This does suck, Victor. We're all just torn by this, just for the world in general, but especially us movie fans, man. There's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah, we got a couple ones. We got some good ones. Let's see. Operation Spider just posted. I don't know if this is true or not. You can check it, Jacob. I'm looking at comments, but it says Chadwick Boseman tested positive for coronavirus.
No way.
I don't know if that's true or not, but let me see. Couple comments. One from Mary Warren on the Pixar Onward review. She said, "My sons and I loved it." I need to see Onward. I'm kind of glad I didn't see it.
It's the one movie that I need to see that's out right now.
See, now I am kind of glad I didn't see it right away because now there's something I can go see, and that's
true.
One of them. And
because they're not gonna pull it out of theaters. No, it's already out.
It's out.
We should go watch it. I'm down.
Our trusty friend Errol Owl said for the same thing, Pixar's Onward review. It was surprisingly mature and graceful ending, and I liked it. The fantasy setting was not as fantastical or colorful as I'd hoped, but the story's themes made up for it.
Nice. I can't wait to see it. Neither of us has seen it.
Look we read Mary's comment on here, and she's on here watching. See?
Whoa.
There you go,
Hello.
Mary. Hello. That's why we tell you guys to put comments, because we will read them out.
Yes.
See now.
Brian and I are gonna go see Onward. We'll talk about it. We're gonna book 2 seats away from each other, though.
I think people have been saying 6 feet. We'll go 4.
Yeah, we'll do 4 seats away. Yeah.
But yes, no. So Onward is something. Hello. She's saying hi to us. And then let's see. We got a couple. Oh no, excuse me. One for Mulan, the trailer reaction. The no Mushu is a blessing in disguise. The dragon was an a-hole in the animated movie and turned out to be more of a bad guy than a supportive role. I wouldn't say I don't really remember that well, but he is a sarcastic.
I'm glad Mushu's not in the live action version.
Now that I've seen what I've seen, Mushu would have distracted from the whole.
Yeah, it's not. This is not necessarily a straight up adaptation of the animated film, even though it is.
It's a loose adaptation of it, but it's more about the actual story.
Yeah, so I'm so bummed it got pushed, for my personal selfish reasons, but I understand why, and it's a good reason why it got pushed. But just because I want to see it so bad.
Yeah,
it was the next big movie, and honestly, it had the potential. It had the potential of being the best animated Disney adaptation.
People were saying it was.
Because there's been a lot of great ones. Aladdin has been my favorite. But I understand Aladdin. Well, I love Aladdin. If somebody told me, I don't know, I didn't really like that, I'd understand.
Yeah.
So none of their live action adaptations, other than Jungle Book maybe, have been just amazing, have been critically success everywhere. Everyone loves it. Jungle Book was probably the most, but Mulan could have been this epic game changer for them, and it still can be when it comes out.
Yeah. A couple, maybe 1 or 2 more. This was a comment left for last week's Apocaflix now. It was from Joseph Adorno, which was the guy that was talking about. Oh crap! What was it? He was the one that was leaving the comments for Batgirl.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Cool.
And he said, "Great episode, guys. Thanks for the reply back. I'm not sure if Kevin Feige is going to let Karen Gillan cross over to the Warner Brothers universe without offering a lucrative deal for a Nebula series on Disney Plus or an expanded role in the next Guardians of the Galaxy sequel, or both. She's gone on record as saying she would love to direct and star in a Batgirl movie." And
really?
I guess.
Oh, wow.
And I'm surprised that hasn't led to Warner Brothers knocking on her door. Yes, Joseph, I completely agree with you that...
Well, that was Jake's first choice. He wasn't on the show, but that was Jake's first choice is Karen Gillan.
And there would have to be some mountains moved, in my opinion, for them to let her go be in
so
the DC universe like that.
Just so you guys know, Marvel can't do anything about it.
They can't.
Marvel, she can do whatever she wants unless when she signed her contract, it said you cannot go portray any other superhero characters during this run. Unless there's that, Kevin Feige cannot do anything about it. She can sign on to be Batgirl if she wants.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, who knows? But yeah, that would be interesting.
I love Karen Gillan. She's amazing as Nebula, especially in Endgame. Mm-hmm. Amazing in Endgame. Oh yeah. But I love her in the second Jungle Book movie. I don't know, the first reboot movie, the one from a couple years ago, not the one from last year. She was amazing in that. Yeah. So I love her. I would love her as Batgirl.
Two more. Britt J for the Invisible Man review felt like we should go for this one. Elizabeth Moss did not disappoint. Actually, none of the cast did. The movie was extremely well done, and one of my favorite aspects was definitely the use of the angles. The kitchen scene was everything. Great review. Dude, you and I...
We talked about it at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, we could keep going.
But I agree with you. The angles were awesome.
Yeah.
And especially, it's hard to do... I mean, the first one came out in the 1930s, so it's weird having an invisible character as the villain or the scary thing, but it works.
It worked.
I guess it's like a ghost. It's similar to a ghost.
Without spoiling anything,
Well, I'm saying
it's so much better than...
It's the same as doing like a ghost as a horror thing, you know, but not that they do that, but...
Yep, and our very last one, it was from a day ago. You gotta go for these ones. The Last Samurai 15-year anniversary trailer reaction from XEZ 1919. The only thing about this movie that is wrong is that the hero is in the real story was actually not an American. He was French. But we already know Hollywood's propaganda, right? And nevertheless, this is a deeply spiritual movie. Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's getting better now, but there's so many movies that came out, American movies that came out, that where the character's not American, they make them American. Yeah. And that's just unfortunate that happens, but we are making movies for American audiences, though. So you got to think about that. But totally, they shouldn't. If the character's, ethnicity and race is important to the character in the movie, it should not be changed. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. But that was it. More than our. It's been a while since we had comments, so I wanted to say
that was fun. I love doing the comments. Please leave comments on any of our videos. They might pop up here on Apocaflix Now, especially if you leave a comment on this video. More than likely, will pop up on the next Apocaflix Now.
Like
Brian is the guardian of the comment section, so you gotta please Brian if you want to be brought up on Apocaflix Now, or just leave a comment because we don't get that many. So all you gotta do is leave a comment, and as long as it's not something mean towards us, we will read it on air live. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. That was fun as a two-man show. Yeah. I enjoyed myself.
Forget the other guys. They're out of here. It's just us now.
We had a ton of stuff to talk about, and I especially love talking about Invisible Man. Yeah. That was fun. But thank you again. I am Jacob Bartley. That is Brian Avolicino. This is Apocaflix Now. You're probably going to hear after this video ends, but don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, like our videos. We will see you all next week.